Yo, what's up everyone, it's AnimeVaultHub back again with another countdown for all my fellow anime fans. Today we're talking about something that hits every anime lover right in the feels, those shows that ended way too soon. The ones you still talk about in 2025 because deep down, you're still holding on to hope. So grab your snacks, grab your tissues, and let's dive into the top 10 anime that need another season, because even years later, we're still waiting. At number 10, Tomodachi Game. A dark psychological thriller where friendship is pushed to its absolute limit. 5 classmates are thrown into a mysterious game that tests their trust, honesty, and greed, and the only way out is to betray or be betrayed. This show had everything. Mind games, manipulation, and tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Just as things were heating up, it ended mid-twist. Season 1 was a setup, Season 2 could have been pure chaos. The manga dives into even wilder games and darker schemes, and honestly, we deserve to see that animated. It's been quiet for too long. And that's the real crime here. At number 9, Owari no Seraph. Set in a world where a deadly virus wipes out most adults, leaving vampires to rule over the surviving children, Owari no Seraph follows Yu and Mika, 2 friends separated by tragedy, fighting for survival on opposite sides of a broken world. It dropped nearly a decade ago, and fans are still waiting for that promised continuation. Season 2 left us dangling right before the biggest story arcs. The manga takes things to another level. Bigger stakes, deeper emotion, and a lot more heartbreak. It's got vampires, friendship, betrayal, and style for days. This one didn't just end too soon, it stopped right before its best chapter. Come on, let us have a 3rd season already. At number 8, The Ancient Magus Bride. In a world where magic, folklore, and mystery intertwine, a lonely girl named Chise is bought by a powerful non-human mage named Elias. What starts as an unusual arrangement slowly becomes a heartfelt story about identity, love, and belonging. One of the most beautiful, emotional, and enchanting anime ever made. It feels like stepping into a fairy tale, only darker and way more human. But even after 2 seasons, Chise's story feels far from finished. There's still so much mystery left in her world, so much growth we haven't seen. This anime doesn't just deserve another season, it needs one to bring its emotional story full circle. At number 7, Berserk of Gluttony. In a fantasy world divided by strength, a powerless gatekeeper named Fate discovers a terrifying ability. Every kill feeds his hunger for power. But with that power comes a curse, one that threatens to consume everything. This one surprised a lot of people. It started off like another edgy fantasy and then built a world full of revenge, mystery, and raw emotion. But right as it found its stride, it ended. No announcement, no tease, just gone. The source material goes way darker and more intense than Season 1 ever hinted at. Give us that arc, give us that transformation, give us the continuation we were promised. At number 6, the Ossan Newbie adventurer. A middle-aged man decides to chase his dream of becoming an adventurer, and ends up getting trained by the strongest heroes alive. What follows is a wholesome, yet hilarious journey about never being too old to start over. This show proved that age doesn't matter when you've got heart, determination, and the deadliest training regime in anime. Season 1 ended just as the story started to open up, and fans were ready for more. We needed Season 2 to see how far he can go now that he's truly unstoppable. At number 5, the most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. In a world of warriors and magic, talkers are support-type adventurers, often underestimated, rarely respected. Our protagonist, once mocked as useless, uses strategy and leadership and pure intellect to form the strongest team ever assembled. A fantasy series that swapped swords for strategy, and it worked perfectly. This show had brains, charisma, and world building that felt fresh, but just when it was setting up for something huge, boom, cliffhanger. It's like they gave us half a chess match and said, that's all folks. Nah, we need the checkmate and we need it animated. At number 4, Vinland Saga. Inspired by real Viking history, Vinland Saga follows Thorfinn, a young warrior driven by revenge who slowly discovers a greater purpose beyond violence. Season 2 gave us one of the most powerful redemption arcs in anime. Thorfinn went from a warrior of rage to a man searching for peace. But the story isn't over yet. The Vinland arc, the true ending to his journey, hasn't been animated yet. We've seen Thorfinn survive war, now we deserve to see him find freedom. At number 3, No Game, No Life. 2 genius siblings, Sora and Shiro, are transported to a world where every conflict is decided through games, not war. Whether it's strategy, luck, or logic, they turn every challenge into a spectacle. 10 years. 10 long years. It's become the ultimate symbol of unfinished greatness. Every anime fan knows this pain. Sora and Shiro outsmarted gods, rewrote the rules of their world, and then just disappeared. No updates, no continuation, not even a tease that went anywhere. We've gotten prequels, spin-offs, and merch, but no season 2. This show redefined creative storytelling, and until it returns, we'll keep chanting the same thing every year: No Game, No Life, Season 2, when? At number 2, Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Set in the massive city of Horario, the show follows Belle, a rookie adventurer who dreams of becoming a hero while navigating deadly dungeons and divine drama. Yes, we know, it already has multiple seasons, but that's not the point. The story still isn't done. Belle's journey has evolved from curious rookie to full-on hero, and we're just scratching the surface of what's ahead. Each new arc gets darker, deeper, and more emotional. The anime's built this massive world and fans want to see it through to the end. One more season could take it from great to legendary. At number 1, 86. In a futuristic war where one nation hides its casualties behind unmanned drones, the truth is far darker. The machines are piloted by the oppressed 86. The story follows Shin, Lena, and their squad as they fight for freedom, humanity, and the right to exist. One of the most emotional, cinematic, and heart-shattering anime in recent years. It told a story about war, love, and loss, and it did it with grace and power. But just when it reached its emotional peak, it stopped. There's so much more left to tell. Shin, Lena, and the world they fought to change. A continuation could turn 86 into a modern classic, and fans everywhere begging for that closure. It's poetic, it's painful, and it's hands down the anime that deserves another season the most. And that's a wrap on the top 10 anime that need another season. Did we miss one that's been haunting your watch list? Drop it in the comments so we can cope together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. I'll see you next time on AnimeVaultHub.